Hello fellow summoners, I am Glitter Valkyrie and welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of Friend Showcase. In this series we look at some super creative builds from the friends list and then do a few summons at the end. If you are outside the US and not super familiar with our holiday, some view it as a time to reflect on things in your life that you are thankful for. Also, there's a lot of food involved. But seriously, I am so thankful for you guys and I want to take the opportunity to show off some of your most beloved lead units today. Normally I just limit the showcase to a few units, but since it's a holiday, this one will be a little longer. Now, if you just want to see the summons, I will put a timestamp in the description. But if you want to get some creative build ideas for some characters, stick around because these units are pretty impressive. So let's go ahead and get started. And first up today, we have a beautiful build for our favorite Divine Chicken Dragon. This +10 Fae belongs to Trip, and I just love this build. It's pretty common to see Fae with lightning breath, but you have taken a different route and made her into one speedy chicken. Her light breath is refined for speed, and that combined with fury gives her a solid 38 speed. She's got crazy high HP at 52 and a fantastic attack stat of 54. Her mixed bulk is excellent, and I had no idea that she could reach 40 res. This is perfect for the attack ploy seal and the Glacies special that you've given her. She's got renewal, which will help offset some of the damage from fury, and attack smoke as her C skill. I adore this build, and it kind of makes me want to invest in a super chicken of my own. Thank you for sharing her, Trip. Next, we have Mage Blazer with probably my favorite CYL unit to date. We have the original Brave Princess Lucina, and she is a really underrated unit who provides some fantastic buffs to physical teammates with her weapon Gearskogel. You've got her to +1 and kept much of her base kit, which works quite well. Lucina has great attack at 50 and a solid speed stat of 37. She's also got some decent tanking abilities with 42 HP and 30 defense. Her resistance is low, but she's not really meant to duel with mages. She comes with Sturdy Blow, which gives her more attack and durability, and Drive Speed, which is another great buff for teammates. Drag Back is another underrated skill. If people aren't checking your skills prior to attacking, they are going to get quite a surprise. She comes with Aether, which is always a great skill, and you have wisely given her the Heavy Blade seal to speed up that cooldown trigger. I think a lot of people forget about Brave Lucina, but she is a great unit who actually has a lot of utility in our current arena meta. Thank you for sharing her. Next, we are going to check out a newer unit. We have a +5 Kliff belonging to Kieran. Kliff is a really interesting unit. He's fast, decently bulky, and you want him to have lowish attack due to the tome that he comes with. But you have ditched Sagittae and given him the classic Blade Tome. I have to say it works so well on him. Without the Fortress A skill, he's got a respectable attack stat of 45, and he is incredibly fast with 42 speed. Since speed and buffs are what matters for Blade Tomes, he is going to do crazy amounts of damage with the right setup. He's got Chill Speed as his B skill, and even Defense Wave as his C skill. His seal is attack defense bond, so he is going to have excellent bulk if he is near an ally. And you are taking full advantage of this by giving him close counter in the A slot. I love this build. Kliff is a great character with a lot of versatility, and you have totally capitalized on that. Awesome job. Next, we are going to check out a build for one of my favorite healers. This super merged Nanna belongs to Dave, and this build is just incredible. Nanna comes with Absorb, but you opted for a staff with a little more might, which I think is a good idea, and you gave her Fear Plus, which puts her at 45 attack. She's also been given the expensive Odd Attack Wave skill, taking her up to 51 attack on odd-numbered turns. This Nanna is rocking double Brazens with the Brazen Attack and Speed and Brazen Attack and Resistance. She must be terrifying when she gets into Brazen range. She has been given the full Razzle Dazzle as she rightly deserves, and you killed a Brave Veronica for Windfire Balm Plus. I am so impressed with the time and effort that you've clearly put into this Nanna. Thank you for sharing her. Now we are going to check out a +9 male Robin belonging to Hex. Male Robin will always hold a place in my heart simply because I remember what it was like before skill inheritance was a thing, and Takumi was the most feared unit in Arena. Hex, you have managed to keep Robin relevant, and I adore this build. Robin's main selling point is his high defense, and you have fully capitalized on his strengths. He's got fantastic physical bulk with 36 defense, and he makes excellent use of close counter with defense that high. He is going to do a ton of damage with Ignis. You have replaced his innate Raven Tome with the 5-star exclusive Blar Serpent Plus, and you've got Quick Riposte 3 as his B skill, which is always great for slower enemy phase units. RIP to the Lara shell that was sacrificed for res tactic, but I get it, it's a great skill. It's pretty rare to see a fully built Robin, and I just love what you've done here. And next up, we have a +10 Legendary Ike belonging to Rushin. Legendary Ike is one of the most useful units for free-to-play players and spenders alike. This guy has ridiculous tanking abilities, and he is even more impressive fully merged. Your Legendary Ike has 59 attack and 39 defense. He is going to laugh at any melee units coming his way. You've also given him some very expensive gifts. You killed an Ike for an Ike, and you gave him Steady Breath rather than his innate Warding Breath. You have also replaced his B skill with Guard, which is a really good skill. Quick Riposte is among the best seals for him, and his kit is rounded out with his innate defense tactic. I think it's clear that you like Ike, and rightfully so. He is a great unit. Thank you for sharing this build with me. Next, we have a very rare lead unit. We are going to look at a +9 Roderick belonging to Liz. So Roderick is commonly foddered for his Fire Sweep Lance, but you have chosen to keep your copies and build a monster player phase Lance Cavalry unit. I truly didn't realize how strong he was, but look at those stats merged up. His offenses are incredible with 56 attack and 41 speed thanks to Fury and a Sacred Seal. His mixed defenses are also fantastic with 35 defense and 27 res. He's got Dragback as his B skill, and interestingly, Gale Force is his special. Considering how often he will be doubling his enemies, especially if he's got some horse buffs, this is a genius build. It is always fun to see uncommon units with high investment, and I am sure he's worth all the feathers you spent on him. Great job. Next, we have Asia with a +10 Florina. I don't see Florina very often, and it's kind of a shame because she was a really endearing character in Blazing Blade. She was also Lilina's mom on most of my playthroughs, so although I don't personally use her in Heroes, I'm glad someone has taken the time to invest in her. She also just got a refine, so it's a good time to show off what she can do with merges. She's got fantastic HP for a flying unit at 48, and her resistance is excellent at 38. She can certainly ploy if you want her to. Her attack is 49, which is pretty great, and she is super fast with 41 speed. You have spent the Divine Dew on her personal weapon, which is effective against armors, and you refined it for speed. She has also been given the 5-star exclusive Swift Sparrow as her A skill, and Desperation as her B skill. She's got Drive Attack as her C skill, which is always helpful. She is running Glacies as her special, and she is just going to do a ton of damage with her resistance that high. I love what you've done with Florina. She's a unit that does require some investment to shine, but you've shown that she's just as capable as some of the more commonly used flyers. Great job. Next, we have Minerva with a magnificent +10 Soleil. I think Soleil is an excellent choice for a merge project with her decent availability and fantastic offensive spread. Minerva, you must really love Soleil as you have sacrificed multiple 5-stars for her. Rather than keeping her valuable Fire Sweep sword, you killed a lean for Safeguard and refined it for resistance. She has got double Brazens, which is just scary. She's got monstrous attack at 59 and is quite speedy at 39 speed. You've also sacrificed a Lewin for Special Spiral, and she has got Draconic Aura as her special. It appears she is functioning on a mixed movement team with attack tactic, and I bet she's the star of the show on any team you put her on. I've also seen your Distant Counter Heavy Blade Aether kit, which is also fantastic. Soleil is great with her base kit, but you have just taken her to another level. Fantastic build. Now we are going to look at a Mei belonging to JE. Mei is a speedy blue mage who I don't see nearly as often as I should. She is an excellent blade tome user, and you have indeed switched out her owl tome for a blade tome. She's got incredible attack at 53 and 41 speed, and that's going to be even higher on initiation with Swift Sparrow as her A skill. She's got the classic Desperation as her B skill, and you have sacrificed either Aversa or Summer Takumi for Odd Res Wave as her C skill. Her resistance is solid at 34 at baseline, so she could be an excellent ploy user as well. I would be really scared to go up against this Mei, and I just love what you've done with her. Excellent work. And speaking of Shadows of Valentia, next we have a Bowie belonging to Boey from Novus. I am so excited to see a Bowie. He was a great character in Echoes, and we don't see him nearly enough. Bowie is known for being a slower, bulky mage, and you have fully capitalized on that with this build. He has got fantastic HP at 46 and a pretty decent attack stat of 45. His speed actually isn't too bad merged up. He might be able to avoid some doubles with speed of 31 depending upon your opponent. You took full advantage of that monstrous defense stat of 42 by giving him Close Counter and Bonfire as his special. He's got Quick Riposte 3, which is perfect for enemy phase units who are a bit slower, and he'll actually be able to take on some mages with Distant Defense as his seal. You have also sacrificed Valentine's Lucina for Green Gift, but what I find most interesting here is that you have given him Infantry Rush from the limited Summer Noir. All I can say is wow. Bowie deserves more love and maybe a weapon refine, and you have given him the gifts he deserves. Thanks for sharing. Last but certainly not least, we will look at a Tana belonging to Chemo. Tana is a pretty rare unit, and she recently got a great refine to her preferred weapon, Vidofnir. If she goes up against melee or Dragonstone units, she gets some extra defense and resistance in the enemy phase. And if she's near infantry or armored units, she'll get some attack and speed too. Chemo, you have made her into a fearsome enemy phase unit. You have given her Mirror Stance, which will give her some attack and res in the enemy phase, and she's got Darting Stance to give her more speed in the enemy phase as well. And when you look at her stats, she is pretty scary in both phases with 50 attack and pretty good mixed bulk as well. You also gave her Vantage, so if she's taken a little damage, she will get to attack first with all those buffs you've given her. Bonfire is a great special for her, considering the boost that she gets from Vidofnir against melee units. Lastly, you kept Guidance, which is always a fun surprise in Arena. I found this build to be so clever. It takes full advantage of Tana's strengths and makes her a pretty unique unit. Excellent work. Okay, so now that we have reviewed those unbelievable builds, we're going to redeem a couple of free summons. First, we have Corrin and Kana's Battle. I can't seem to pull a Silas, so that would be nice, and I guess I'd be okay with a Kana as well. Although I do prefer male Kana. Okay, why don't we pull that blue? And it's a 3-star. We have a Robin. And we'll back out. Next we have the new Power Banner. As tempting as a 5-star Bartray is, I am actually really hoping for a Saber. I liked Saber before he was cool, and now he's got a great refine, so let's hope that we have a red orb available. Okay, we have one red. That makes the choice pretty easy. Okay, we get a regular Erica. Okay, lastly we have the Tempest Trials banner. Kinchi Hinoka is really good, and fun fact, was my 6th off-focus pity breaker on the Halloween banner. I have also never managed to pull a Leo or a regular Ryoma, so that would be neat. We'll see what's available. Okay, why don't we pull that colorless? And we get a Lachesis. So we didn't get anything too exciting with our free summons, but that's okay. So that will conclude our Thanksgiving edition of Friend Showcase. Thank you to all who submitted requests. If I didn't get to your unit, I am sorry. I can only fit so many in a video, and I will try to do more of these in the future. In terms of future content, I will actually be skipping the upcoming banner solely because of Legendary Lucina. I am trying to save up every orb I can, so I am sorry that there won't be a summoning session with this next banner. But expect lots of spending and bad decisions on the Legendary banner. Lastly, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I did want to take a second to tell you all that I am so thankful for you, my viewers. In my day-to-day life, my friends are not gamers, and I don't actually know anyone who plays Heroes, so it's just really nice to have a platform to discuss whatever is new and exciting in the game. I love interacting with you guys in the comments, and to those who have subscribed to my channel, it really means a lot, so thank you. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday if you're celebrating, and if not, have a wonderful week, my friends. Thanks for watching.